Hello, fellow airsofters of the internet. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded a video, but hopefully today this video can clear some things up and also showcase a little bit what I've been working on in the background. So basically, what you're looking at here is an Airsoft Compatibility website. This is the version like 1.0, super basic, didn't use any templates or themes. I just straight up coded it with HTML5 and CSS and gave it a little design. It's super basic. Basically, the way it works is you choose your brand. So, for example, these are all the brands that I've added so far. Let's say I want to take a look at a bolt line of guns. Models, there's really only one model, so you can go there and bam, like just a big wall of text. Basically, just going to go down the line here. Image of the gun, general information, quick little paragraph that I wrote about the gun, some pros and cons. Moving on then to specifications, you got more in-depth breakdown of the internals, gear ratios, the cylinder porting, cylinder materials, piston head materials, what kind of piston it comes in it, more in-depth details of the gun compared to your generic inner barrel weight and length that you would find on a normal retail website. And then this is the real more parts compatibility breakdown. You got your gears and your piston head, MOSFETs, cylinders, basically all the internals of the gun and, what I found to be compatible and just what I have gathered through the years of working on airsoft guns. This website basically is like version 1.0, super simple. It took me almost half a year to actually like program it and add all the guns and then go through all the parts and figure out what works and what doesn't work and even which ones require modifications. But more recently, I have ported over most of this information to a new website that's a template onto WordPress that I'll show you here in 1 second. So this is the new website that I'm trying to, get all the information added to. It's a WordPress theme. What made me really want to go with a WordPress theme and a more template-styled website is the backend programming on it is way easier than trying to program a backend from scratch. Also, a lot of tools that I found, a lot of plugins as well. Were also very helpful and were going for the goal that I was reaching. Basically, what I want to do is make a PC part picker, but for airsoft gun parts. I've seen people try to do this before in the past, and most of the time, when you get a gun built on their system, they want you to buy it. It doesn't, and honestly, not all the guns and all the parts are on there. It's just whatever they have in stock. So it's not really a good all-round builder. It's more or less just a way to build a gun so that you can buy it. Most of the stuff on here, I do have some products that do have buy here links, and that's mainly just because they're external links affiliated with the company that sells them. So right now, my current goal is to get mostly common guns like VFC, KWA, Crytac, SEMA, those guns that are very popular, and incorporate an HPA compatibility breakdown. So right now I'm in the process of adding Polar Star items. If we go to the gun builder, so right now I have gun, HPA engine, hose, and nozzle. So the way it's going to work is you're going to choose the gun that you have. So let's say, for example, you have a 416. You can add that. So it'll add that, give a price. Then let's say you want to choose the engine. Let's say you want to go with an F1. So you choose the F1. And then a hose. I actually don't have any hoses added right now. So that's the next thing that I need to work on is adding hoses and nozzle. So these are F2 nozzles, so they won't work. I haven't added jack or F1 nozzles yet, but basically the next step that I want to do is add a attributes and values system. So basically that means when you add a 416 or you add a gun with a specific gearbox, it's going to only allow you to choose an HPA engine that fits that specific gearbox, and basically down the line the same way. So next time when you choose an HPA hose, it will only be compatible with what the engine you choose, and then same thing with the nozzle, it would only be compatible with the engine and the gun you choose. So and also for example, this whole unit would be compatible in this gun, so you wouldn't necessarily need an additional nozzle. And let's say you just want to use the stock hose that comes in this kit, you don't necessarily need an additional HPA hose. It's more or less just a you want to build like a braided hose, and let's say you have a gun that doesn't have a specific kit for it and you need a different length nozzle, then you can choose right here the nozzle according to the gun that you have. Now these guns and HPA engines, the buy now options or buy here options, those will take you to the website of the manufacturer, so you can buy directly. So you can buy directly from Umarex, or you can buy directly from Polarstar. They're not affiliate links or anything. They're just easy ways for customers to purchase them. Also, too, this gives you a good estimate on, let's say you want to like figure out how much a grand total would be. This is a good estimate for a grand total. These are just basic retail prices, no discount, no nothing. So it's a good all round builder. I might change the design a little bit, but right now I'm mainly focused on adding product, just so I can get a good understanding of how much product I can actually like allow on the builder. That's something I'm still testing right now. So if we go back to the homepage, there's gonna be a blog style posting right here. I'm not sure if I want to do blogs just yet, just because blogs take time and you have to, make it comprehensible, and you have to make it detailed, because, making stuff detailed through text requires a lot of text. You got to go through every step and whatnot. So that might take some time. Right now I'm mainly just focused on adding products and optimizing the gun builder. But this is more or less a video log to give a breakdown of the plans I have for this website. Also, it's good, it's a good reflection for me to come back and take a look on, so that when I'm making updates and whatnot, it's easier for me to go back and rewatch these, and I can be able to figure out what I liked, what I didn't like. It's also good to get feedback from the community. So this website is live, you can check it out. I don't have the compatibility values set up just yet, so it's not going to be 100% accurate when it comes to compatibility. Right now, it's more or less just a way to figure out a grand total for a HPA build you're putting together. I do, down the line, want to add, AEG internals, motors and all that, but that requires a more complex values and attributes system to determine the compatibility. And, I'm only doing this by myself, so it's going to take a little time. Feedback is always welcomed, and I hope you guys like this.